Hey everybody, Paint Marine back again with another matter of fact. So today is going to be going over the Codex Chaos Space Marines. So let's dive right into this. This is kind of a longer one. There's quite a few things I guess that came up on this one. So first the erratas. Actually, let me look real quick. Yeah, like most of these are erratas. I don't see actually any FAQs in this one except I'm not quite sure why they have a horrors, pink horrors, blue horrors, and pair of brimstone horror data slate on the second page here. So I'm not sure if they added that, if that was omitted from the actual codex or not. But there's like a whole data slate on the second page. But other than that, everything here is a errata, and let's see. I'm gonna read this disclaimer they have in the beginning here because there's so many erratas. Like there's pink ones, and I'm trying to remember what the magenta text is. So, although we strive to ensure our rules are perfect, sometimes mistakes do creep in, or the intent of a rule isn't as clear as it might be. These documents collect amendments to the rules and present our responses to players' frequently asked questions, so they're updated regularly. Each has a version number. When changes are made, the version number will be updated, and any changes of the previous versions will be highlighted in magenta. So, let me check. So this one actually says official update version 1.1. I'm going to check one of these other ones and see if they start out at 1.0 and then they change to 1.1. Let's take a look here. I'm going to open up this here. 1.0. Okay. Yep. So this one is actually, looks like it has already had, this is its second update, I guess, after the original 1.0 came out. And so there's quite a few things that are in magenta. So I'm just going to cover the magenta items on this one because, well, you know what, since this is my first time doing it, I'll cover it all. But from now on, I think this will be kind of a change, and I'm glad I read this now to make sure. So I'll start saying which version of the FAQ errata I'm reading, just so if you're following along, you'll know if you're on the up-to-date one or not. Since this is the first time I've gone over this one in particular, I'll just go through them all real quick, and then in the future I'll just do any like the highlighted changes that they've done. So, alright, that all being said, errata, page 116, Mark of Chaos, add the following to the last paragraph. If a unit has the Zeech, Nurgle, or Slaanesh keywords, it cannot be from the World Eater's Legion. And if a unit has the Khorne, Zeech, or Nurgle keywords, it cannot be from the Emperor's Children Legion. In addition, Psykers cannot be from the World Eater's Legion. So that's just kind of bringing things more in line with the fluff into the Traitor Legions, in which Chaos Gods are they're more likely to align with and use to also avoid some of the abilities that those Traitor Legions have that can maybe be exploited through some of these other abilities. Alright, next, page 117, Champion Equipment. Change the second heading to read, one of the champion's weapons can be chosen from the following list. Okay, I'm not sure. It must be a typo. This is one of the magenta changes, page 117, Demonic Ritual. Change the third sentence of the fourth paragraph to read, the unit is treated as reinforcements for your army and can be placed anywhere on the battlefield that is wholly within 12 inches of the character and more than 9 inches from an enemy model. Alright, page 121, Cipher Abilities. I don't like this one. He should be in the Dark Angels Codex. We all know Cypher's loyal. Anyway, add the following ability. No one's puppet. Cypher cannot use the Demonic Ritual ability, even though he has the Chaos and character keywords. Page 130. Oh, and here we go. Page 130, Horrors. And this is a magenta change. Replace the data sheet with one on page 2 of this document. So that's where that data slate I mentioned earlier comes into play. So it replaces, there's a new data sheet for horrors found in the FAQ errata for Chaos Space Marines found here, so just you'll have to get that, replace it out. Page 132, Khorne Berserker abilities. Add the following ability: Berserker Horde. The battlefield role of World Eater's Khorne Berserkers is troops instead of elites. Again, that's another fluff kind of change, so you can keep everything in theme. Page 135, Noise Marine abilities. Add the following ability: Masters of the Cacophony. Cacophony. What's that? That big horn in or what wasn't the horn? Is the brown note in South Park? That'd be quite the ability. Anyway, the Masters of Cacophony. The battlefield role of Emperor's Children Noise Marines is troops instead of elites. Again, a fluff change. Here's another magenta change. Page 142. Obliterators. Remove demon from the faction keywords line and add demon to the keywords line. So not a faction, but part of the keywords. Page 146, Chaos Predator damage table. Change the top value under remaining wounds to read 6 to 11 plus. Change the second value under remaining wounds to 3 to 5. So there must be something with their wound chart that's different. Page 149, Khorne, Lord of Skulls. Remove Daemon from the faction keywords line and add Daemon to the keywords line. So same thing as the Predator, or not the Predator, the Obliterators. Page 157, abilities, Legion traits. Change the first sentence of rules text to read: if your army is battle forged, all Demon Prince, infantry, bikes, and Hellbrute units and Chaos Space Marine detachments gain a Legion trait, so long as every unit of the detachment is from the same Legion. So it's kind of like the chapter tactics, Legion traits, keeping everything on the same track. So Gifts of Chaos. Add the following sentence: you can only use this stratagem once per battle. I'm not sure what that stratagem does, but I'm sure I'm happy that it only says that. So if anyone says they're using the Gifts of Chaos stratagem, it can only be used once in the game. Chaos Boon, page 158. Change the first sentence of rules text to read: you can use this stratagem at the end of a fight phase, in which one of your Heretic Astartes characters, excluding demon characters, slays an enemy character, vehicle, or monster. Alright, so you only use it at the end of the fight phase, and it has to be one where basically a Heretic Astartes, a Chaos Space Marine, slays an enemy character, vehicle, or monster. So no demon characters can get a boon from that, using that stratagem. And the last one, page 161, Mark Azeech, Weaver of Fates. Change the third sentence of the rules text to read: until the start of your next psychic phase, the invulnerable save of that unit is improved by 1 to a maximum of a 3+. Interesting. So Mark of Zeech, Weaver of Fates. So I don't know if that's connected to the Psyker in particular. But yeah, so they get a vulnerable save for that unit is improved by 1, but no max of a 3-up invuln, because a 2-up invuln would be amazing. Alright, well, hopefully you found that informative and helpful, and I will continue on to the next Errata FAQ, and hopefully keep everybody up to date on the rules. Until next time.